Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing out there? Stop that music. All right. How's everybody doing? Good evening. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? It's been a few days. Sorry about that. Been busy the last couple of days, but coming back now. Got my let me see. Got my kinetic. Good stuff. Go to drinkconnect.com or bconnect.com. Use code ThatGR for 10% off your order. Good, clean energy, man. It's good for you. Besides that, I thought I'd just go over some scary videos and stuff and paranormal videos and stuff today. Hi, Aurora. Thank you for liking the live. Don't forget to share. All right. Let's see. Let me get everything loaded up. Just me joined. Hello, just me. All right, let's see. Get this taken care of real quick. We'll hop right into it. There we go. Go. All right. And as always, if you need me to pause it, stop, rewind, or skip forward, let me know. At the end of every little video he shows or they show, I always start with Sir Spooks, but we'll go on to some other stuff if we get some live viewers talking and chatting. Let me know. I'll pause it. We can talk about it. I am a paranormal investigator, so well, for mostly ghosties and stuff like that, but aliens and Bigfoot, not so much. But I like watching those videos too. And if it's coming in not so loud or too loud or anything else, let me know. I can and will adjust volume. All right. Unfortunately Live, don't be afraid to say hi. I'm always watching the chat. And let me know where you're watching from. All right. Let's get into it.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said,
Hello everybody watching live.
The first video we'll be taking a look at comes to us from a TikTok account called Jensen's Journey and shows home security camera footage of a young boy walking around his house, seemingly late at night or early in the morning. So far, nothing seems too unusual, but it's right here where things take a seriously strange turn. Watch closely. Right around this moment, some toys on the ground appear to move on their own. They shift position without the boy clearly touching them. And unlike something out of Toy Story, where the toys only move when no one's around, these objects seem to slide while the child is standing right there, almost as if something unseen is deliberately trying to get his attention. At one point, the boy's mother turns and appears to notice the movement as well. Strangely, she doesn't react in an overly dramatic way. That alone has left some viewers wondering, has something like this happened before? Those who believe in the paranormal suggest this could be a spirit interacting with the environment, possibly making its presence known through small but noticeable movements. The only grounded explanation, however, is that the entire clip could be a hoax. The movement may have been staged intentionally, either through subtle manipulation, off camera, or simple editing. With security footage and a bit of planning, it wouldn't be difficult to create something that looks convincing at first glance. Still, whether it's cleverly set up or something far harder to explain, seeing toys shift across the floor in a quiet house is enough to leave anyone feeling uneasy.
I don't like the way that kid was just standing there for a while.
Something far convincing at first, a bit of
Let's go to the
the one is left as if unlike.
Like, let's see. Like, why is did he hear something he's looking that way, or is he just waiting for, like, someone off camera in the doorway over here? Or even back here, maybe. Because he's looking that way, and he doesn't really leave until that moves. And he doesn't react to it. He just walks that way. This is just something from the camera, like, could be string, could be spiderwebby. Not worried about that. Or orbs. Don't freak out over orbs. Like, they're both just not reacting to it. Like, they're expecting it. What do you guys think? That's my opinion on it. Alright. I'm always watching everything, so let me know in the comments and chat.
At one point, he does, however, looks convinced, harder to explain, feeling
You guys think it's real or fake? I think it's fake. I think it's someone in this doorway over here or off camera pulling a string, maybe, or maybe it's remote controlled. I'm not really convinced that it's paranormal. They're not acting like they're scared or panicked or nothing. Because even if you live in a haunted house and you're just used to it, it always surprises you when it happens. Something happens like that. So even if they weren't expecting it, they should still like jump or have like, oh, hi ghost, or some sort of reaction to it, not just do anything.
Over on TikTok, a woman named Anna Labwood frequently
Hey,
posts videos of herself playing beautiful songs on the organ.
Welcome everybody that's watching.
Is usually
Hello.
very normal and genuinely entertaining, with nothing remotely creepy about it. That is, except for one video. On January 26,
Kieran,
2026,
hello.
Anna uploaded something very different from her usual content. In it, she's inside a cathedral
Allison.
in Norway at around 2:30 in the morning when something deeply unsettling begins to happen.
Come in. Sorry, let's watch the video.
Guys, I love you all. Please don't do this in the middle of the night. It's really scary. It's 2:30 in the morning and someone's trying to get in, and it is... I know they can't get in, but it is still scary.
Throughout the video, someone can be heard loudly pounding on the cathedral doors, seemingly trying to get inside. The echo of the banging carries through the empty space as Anna remains completely still, clearly shaken, just waiting and hoping the noise will stop. According to Anna, she heard the pounding 4 separate times before it eventually stopped. Whoever was outside must have given up and left, but it still raises an uncomfortable question. Why were they trying so persistently to get in at that hour? Some viewers believe the situation feels almost ominous, as if something or someone was deliberately targeting the isolated cathedral in the middle of the night. Another theory is that it may have simply been a person who didn't realize the cathedral was closed, or someone attempting to get attention without understanding how frightening it would sound from inside. Either way, hearing repeated pounding on the doors of a vast, dark cathedral at 2:30 in the morning would rattle just about anyone. Even if there's a simple explanation, it's the setting, the isolation, the echoes, the hour that makes this moment linger long after the noise fades.
So it's not paranormal, I can say that. It's just someone outside that's desperately trying to get in for some reason. Could be someone's drunk and being stupid. Could be someone lost. Could be anything, but not paranormal. So definitely not on the paranormal scale for me, but still a little bit creepy, but not much. I mean, if you're alone, better stuff at 2:30 in the cathedral. Why would you be alone at 2:30? Like, have someone with you just in case they actually get to those doors. That's my thing. But we'll continue on. You guys like spoopy videos? Let me know. I'm watching the chat, so if you're watching live, say hi. And let me know if you want me to rewind it or anything. Pause it at a certain point. Let me know if you guys see something maybe I don't see. Let's continue on.
On May 21st, 2019, a YouTube channel known simply as Enki uploaded a video showing a security guard encountering something that likely stayed with him long after his shift ended. The guard is walking through the Weymouth public house in the UK, carrying out a routine security check. Everything seems perfectly normal as he moves through the quiet halls. But when he makes his way down into the cellar, that's when things take a sudden turn.
Hell. Jesus Christ. Hey! Did that move? Okay, let's get out of here.
The guard pauses and slowly scans the room with his flashlight. For a few seconds, nothing happens. Then, without warning, a large wooden plank that had been leaning against the wall suddenly falls violently to the floor, seemingly all on its own. A large wooden plank that had been leaning against the wall suddenly
I don't know what it is. It seems like
falls. Warning.
a flash or something. Like watch, like it's like
large wooden plank that had been leaning against the
for a
wall
nose.
suddenly falls violently to the
Did you
floor.
see that?
Plank that had been leaning against the wall suddenly, without warning, a large wooden plank that had been leaning against the wall suddenly
Like there's someone else with a different kind of light source coming on it.
falls violently. A large wooden plank
Like,
that had
watch
been
right
leaning
here, you
against the
see like
wall
an extra
suddenly
flash.
falls violently. A large wooden plank that had been leaning against the wall suddenly
I don't know why it's
falls
doing
violently.
that.
A large wooden plank that had been leaning against the wall suddenly falls violently to the floor, seemingly all on its own. The sound echoes through the cellar, and the guard immediately reacts, clearly shaken. Not long after, he decides to leave the area. There don't appear to be any open windows nearby, and at least at first glance, there's no obvious sign of strings or visible trickery. To some viewers, it looks as though something unseen deliberate or visible trickery.
Is it a cut
To some-
maybe? I don't know. It
At
looks like
first
it could be a
glance,
cut.
there's no obvious sign of strings or visible trickery. To
I don't know.
some
It's
viewers,
weird.
it looks as though something unseen deliberately pushed the plank over, almost as if a spirit was trying to make its presence known. It's also possible that the plank
I don't
simply
like this.
wasn't stable to begin with. Old buildings settle over time, and subtle vibrations, whether from footsteps, shifting foundations, or even temperature changes, can cause loosely balanced
I agree.
objects to tip without much warning. Even so, the timing is what makes it so unsettling. The guard steps into the room, pauses, and then it falls. Whether it was simple physics catching up at the worst possible moment, or something unseen reacting to his presence, it's a moment that will rattle just
Well,
about anyone
There's something
working
with that
alone
one
in a
part of the
dark
video
cellar.
that just throws it off guard. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think it's paranormal. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. Do you guys like that video? I'd like to know your guys' opinion. So let me know if you guys need me to stop or rewind. I would love to know just thoughts and opinions on that one.
Over on the UFOB subreddit, a video was shared, which was originally posted in a local community Facebook group.
You guys like UFOs?
According to the post, the footage was filmed at around 9:15 p.m. somewhere in New Zealand. The person recording was simply trying to capture a thunder and lightning storm in the
Before we continue more, what are you guys' thoughts on ghosts and paranormal in general, even mythical creatures? What do you guys think about, aliens, UFOs, Bigfoot, Mothman, etc.? Ghosties, demons. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments.
distance. Instead,
Let me know in
they
chat.
may have filmed something far more unusual.
Oh, that thing is booking it.
Imaleto! Holy crap, come look at this! Honest to God! Holy! Holy!
About halfway into the
Yeah.
video, a bright white light appears on the left-hand side of the sky
Blink,
and begins
blink.
moving steadily across the frame. Then, between the 41-second and 1-minute mark, the object appears to stop mid-air briefly, hovering in place, before continuing on. What stands out immediately is how intense the glow is. The object doesn't resemble a conventional aircraft. There are no visible blinking navigation lights, no red or green indicators, and no clear body shape, just a strong, solid white glow moving through the night sky. The sudden pause only adds to the mystery. To some viewers, the way it seems to suspend itself before moving again makes it feel less like a plane and more like something deliberately controlled, or something not operating under normal flight behavior at all. At the same time, it's possible that distance and zoom are distorting what's actually being seen. A drone, helicopter, or even a
Drone.
plane facing toward the camera could appear as a concentrated white light. Whether it's an unusual but explainable aircraft, or something far less ordinary, the combination of the intense glow and that brief mid-air pause is what keeps this clip firmly in the unexplained category.
For all intensive purposes, it is a UFO, which meaning it's just an unidentified flying object. Because I don't know what it is, but I think it's a drone. What are you guys' thoughts on that one? You guys think it's a drone? Not so many scary ones.
On June 28, 2017,
You guys have
a group
something
of
on
friends
YouTube or
uploaded a
something
video
that's
to
scary, let
YouTube
me know.
showing
I'll go check it
themselves
out
simply having a
tonight.
good time, goofing around, singing, and hanging out together inside a house. For the first minute or so, everything feels lighthearted and
Excuse me,
completely
sorry.
normal. But then the mood shifts.
Yeah.
Mahu kau tak bubuk. Oh, main pitu, main pagi. Main pitu, main kita tengok, Buka lampu, Pi.
As one of the guys stands directly in front of the camera continuing to sing, a sudden loud knocking sound echoes from somewhere in the distance. It's sharp enough. A sudden loud knocking sound echoes directly in front of the camera continuing to sing. A sudden loud knocking sound echoes from somewhere in the distance. It's sharp enough to immediately startle everyone in the room. The singing stops, and the energy changes almost instantly. Curious and clearly a bit uneasy, the group decides to search the house to figure out where the noise came from. For the next few minutes, they wander from room to room, checking corners and dark spaces. And then they find something.
Ya. Dok yang tu. Dok sini lah dia. Allah Akbar. Bodoh. Ya Allah. Bodoh. Babi gugah ya Allah.
Standing in the corner, partially concealed by shadows, appears to be a tall, pale figure. It looks almost like a human shape, wrapped tightly in white fabric, motionless and watching. The moment the group notices,
Okay.
they begin yelling and quickly retreat, clearly panicked before the video cuts off. The uploader later claimed he
Guys,
believes
fortunately,
the
if you
figure
like
is a
it,
Pokemon,
don't feel free to like the
a
live
ghost
and
from
share.
Indonesian folklore, said to resemble a dead body wrapped in a burial shroud. Given the figure's appearance, the comparison certainly seems intentional. Those who believe say the resemblance is too close to ignore, especially the rigid posture and shroud-like outline. Of course, there's also the possibility this was staged. The figure could easily be someone standing still in a costume, strategically placed in a dark corner to heighten the shock factor. With careful lighting and timing, it wouldn't be difficult to create a convincing reveal. Either way, the combination of the unexplained knocking and this silent figure waiting in the shadows makes for a deeply unsettling moment.
Everybody that's
Whether
watching live,
folklore
hello.
come to life or a well-planned scare, it's the kind of image that lingers long after the video ends.
It's staged. Whether intentionally or not, there's a window right there. There's a ladder right there, right next to the window. Window could be open. It could be someone else trying to scare them. But I think it's a human. I don't think that's a ghost at all whatsoever. Still scary though. That's pretty scary if you're just, in the room getting ready to sing with your bros. And then you hear a large knocking sound and then you find that would freak me out. Even if it was a real person, but doing that without being invited, but I'm pretty sure it was staged. Another thing was it looked like during that video they were turning the lights on. I didn't turn the lights on in that specific room for some reason. This is the stuff I look for, guys. It's the way I look at it. Again, I want to know your guys' opinions. Let me know if you're watching live right now. Cool. If not, put it in the comments. Let me know.
A man named Nick Semino posted a video to his TikTok account in September of 2019 showing what he claims is genuine paranormal activity taking place at his job late at night. Nick begins by explaining that he was just about to leave the store to head home when the lights suddenly started flickering. He mentions this wasn't the first time it had happened either. Already uneasy, he and a female co-worker realize Her keys are in the back of the shop, meaning she can't leave without them.
Uh-oh.
As they head toward the back to retrieve the keys, things escalate.
We need to go get my keys.
And the light turned on.
I don't want to go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna literally record this whole thing just so you guys can see what happened. I'm literally so scared. Okay, something. The bathroom light's on too.
What's this like? Bro, why are my keys on the floor? They were not there. Like, my dad put them on the desk. Like, oh my god.
This is literally insane.
At around the 25-second mark, a piece of plastic suddenly falls to the floor on its own, startling both
It's like
of
a
them.
can.
Then, moments later, the woman enters a room and discovers her keys lying on the floor. She is visibly shocked, insisting she left them on the desk and not near the edge where they could have slipped off. The tension rises as they sit in the room watching the security cameras, trying to make sense of what's happening. Eventually, they decide to move around the store again, and that's when things get even more intense.
We're 50 minutes past our shift because of this shit.
We closed at 10, so we need to like, it's so dark because all the light switches are over here.
Stop it. Stop it. Go.
Okay, this is what I mean.
Oh my god.
This room is over.
God.
This is
Oh my god.
this is what we're dealing with.
Oh my god, yeah. What the Bro, Nick, did you do this on purpose?
I-
Did you fake this? No, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, Nick.
Stop! You're literally. Are you?
No, wait. No.
No.
That didn't just
We literally looked away for like 2 seconds.
Walking, 'cause, like, what?
In part 2, around the 20-second mark, something suddenly flies directly in front of Nick's face, as if it had been thrown. Just seconds later, multiple lamps inside the shop begin swinging back and forth on their own. The sequence of events, objects falling, keys relocating, something being hurled, and the lamp swaying, leads some viewers to believe this could be a clear case of poltergeist-like activity, with unseen forces manipulating the environment. At the same time, there is always the possibility that this was staged for social media. Regardless of the explanation, experiencing something like this firsthand in a quiet store after closing time would be deeply unsettling. Whether it was paranormal or carefully crafted setup, it's the kind of night shift that would make anyone think twice before turning off the lights and locking up alone.
You're telling me this shop that's probably been around for a while has lights turn on off all night and no one reports it? Not just from those two, but like everybody else around there. Like someone's gonna notice a shop that's closed at 10 o'clock have lights on and off all night long. Like someone's gonna call that in. And two, the
Carefully
way
crafted
she
setup.
stares
It's
that
unsettling.
direction,
Whether it was paranormal
right there, she's looking in the store. She doesn't see nothing, and then he turns and the lights are on.
or carefully crafted setup, it's the kind of night
So she obviously saw someone or something turn on those lights. I'm pretty sure this is not paranormal. Again, I want to know your guys' thoughts, opinions, whether it's right, wrong, crazy, not crazy. Don't care. We can have a civilized discussion about this. Let me know.
shift that would make
And if you guys see anything later on, you want me to rewind to the beginning, let me know. I'll do that too.
think twice before turning off the lights and locking up alone.
Not paranormal, my opinion. Pretty freaky though, I'll give them that.
This next clip comes to us from the popular Alien subreddit and was posted by a user known as Mr. Dylan369. The footage was reportedly filmed somewhere in Scotland, although the exact location hasn't been confirmed. Throughout the video, we see what appears to be a massive object hovering and moving slowly through the sky, something that certainly resembles a UAP.
And for you guys that don't know what UAP is, unidentified aerial phenomenon. So it's not just a UFO. UFO is just classified as unidentified flying object, which means it's not identifiable by whoever's looking at it. A UAP is like a real alien aircraft. That's supposed to be, at least.
The object drifts steadily overhead for roughly a full minute. It doesn't appear to behave like a typical plane, and its size, at least from the perspective of the video, makes it look unusually large. There are no obvious flashing navigation lights, and its shape seems somewhat indistinct, which only adds to the mystery. By the time the clip ends, viewers are left wondering whether they have just seen authentic proof of something not from this world. Many people in the comments expressed genuine amazement, with some saying it's difficult to remain skeptical.
It's a UFO. That's all I'm going to say about it. Whether it's alien or not, I don't know, but I can classify it as a UFO. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Let me know, guys. I went for anybody to reply. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. You can always say hi. What are you doing?
After watching it. Others are eager to find out the precise location in Scotland where it was filmed, hoping that more context might bring clarity. Of course, there's also the possibility that what we're seeing is a more conventional object viewed from an unusual angle. Without additional footage or confirmation of the location, it's hard to draw firm conclusions. For now, it remains another unexplained
Hello,
sighting
everybody
in
that's
the
watching
sky,
live. Don't be afraid to
and
say
like
hi.
so many videos before it, it leaves us watching and wondering. A TikTok user known as United Warhouse claims the footage we're about to see was filmed around 4 years ago. According to him, the person who recorded it is a complete skeptic when it comes to anything paranormal. The homeowner had been hearing strange noises coming from his basement, but couldn't figure out what was causing them. At first, he assumed it was something ordinary, maybe a raccoon or some other animal moving around in the dark. Eventually, he decided to set up a video camera in the basement to capture whatever was making the sounds. At around the 55-second mark, a box suddenly falls to the floor. On its own, that might not seem too alarming, but it doesn't stop there.
It looked like there's a little tension going on. That box, look at that. You see that? How it's tilting? It just snapped into place like that. Watch, it gets worse. That box is shaped like a diamond now. It is on the corner of the box holding itself. You tell me how a box moves like that. It's impossible to make a box move like that. That's bananas. Let's run it back one more time and watch the stuff on the table now. Okay? Watch all this stuff on the table. How many items just moved at once? 1, 2, 3, like 4 items on the table moves at once. Do they all go in on itself? Bro, they all kind of went in on itself.
Not long after, another box tips over by itself. Then, between the 140 and 150 mark, multiple items sitting on a table begin moving at the same time. They don't just slide slightly, they shift together in a way that feels coordinated. There's a brief pause, and then...
So when he came downstairs to touch the camera, now what you guys want to do is look at the table again. Did you see that? Everything flew off the table. It happened so fast, but you can see it. You can see, like, this is obviously not there no more. It is not there no more.
All of the objects on the table are suddenly thrown down to the floor in one chaotic motion. The escalation is what makes this clip so unsettling. A single box falling could be written off. Even 2 might be coincidence. But when multiple objects begin moving simultaneously, and then everything is forcefully knocked down, it starts to resemble classic reports of poltergeist activity. Skeptics, however, would argue that if this wasn't caused by an animal, it could have been staged. Whatever the explanation may be, one thing feels certain. If you were standing in that basement when all those objects came crashing down at once, raccoon or not, you probably wouldn't be sticking around to investigate further.
Oh, yes, I would. I would definitely investigate further. Hell yeah, I would. I'd be so excited. Startling, sure. Excited. Off the charts, though. The problem with this is it's too much all too fast. Like, usually any activity is a build-up, and the build-up is usually one or maybe even two things. Multiple things like this for extended duration of time, I guess it's not heard of, but I've been in situations where shit, like I've had an investigation where every single door in the trailer I was investigating slammed open and shut all at the same time. I mean, for a good 30 seconds, just boop, boop, every single door, kitchen doors, kind of doors. So I guess it's possible, but I don't know. I just don't think this is paranormal. And it only happened once in my many investigations. And I haven't experienced that again, no matter how hard I tried. Even at the same place, it never happened again. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the 10 frames per second camera he's got set up. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think that's paranormal? You guys think it's edited or fake? Let me know what you guys think. I'm leaning more towards fake.
A TikTok user known as Danny Osnaya posted a video showing himself working an evening shift at his local gym. You'd think a place as normal and laid back as a gym would be completely safe from anything creepy, but that may not be the case here.
Porque esto pasa, amor. ¿Viste? O sea, mira, vamos a pensar. Son 10:35. Ahorita ya no debe de haber nadie. No voy a poner ni pausa ni nada. Ajá. Tú lo escuchaste. Yo lo escuché. Tú lo... O sea, veamos. Esa fue una, ¿no?
At around the 15-second mark, a sound can be heard that resembles someone running up a staircase. It's quick and distinct, echoing through the otherwise quiet building. Then, about 15 seconds later, another unsettling noise rings out, this time metallic, seemingly coming from a nearby door. After hearing both sounds, the uploader cautiously makes his way further up the stairs to investigate, and that's when things get even stranger.
No estoy loco. No estoy loco. Está cerrado. Está cerrado. Digo, si lo fuerzo no quiero romperlo, pero... No mames.
He approaches a locked room and peers through the window. Inside, 3 punching pads can be seen moving back and forth, as if someone invisible is striking them. There's no one inside the room, at least no one visible, yet the pads sway with noticeable force. To some viewers, this feels like classic poltergeist activity. The running footsteps, the metallic door sound, and then the punching pads moving in an empty locked room all build towards something that seems deliberately unseen. At the same time, there are other possibilities to consider. Air circulation systems in large gyms can create strong drafts, especially in enclosed rooms. Vibrations from nearby equipment or unevenly hung pads might also cause movement that looks more deliberate than it actually is on camera. Whatever's happening, watching gym equipment swing in a locked room after hearing footsteps echo through the building is enough to make anyone uneasy. Whether it's something supernatural or something far more ordinary, this is one late night shift that likely won't be forgotten anytime soon.
Creepy. What do you guys think about that one? Was that creepy enough for you guys? Was it creepy enough for me? I like that one. It reminds me of just doing investigations, hearing some sounds here and there, trying to investigate, see something swinging like that. I don't know. That's a heavy thing to move. Three heavy things to make move for any ghost. But then again, what do I know? It's said to believe that ghosts don't have, what it takes for them to even talk to us or even move things. It takes a lot of their energy. So unless that's one really powerful ghost, I don't see it moving 3 punching bags. But then again, what do I know? What do I know? What do you guys think? I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this one. Don't be afraid to say hi for watching live, by the way. And don't be afraid to go get you some Kinetic. It's good stuff. Or some sweet merch.
A man named Daryl Saunders posted a video to his Facebook account hoping someone online could help him figure out what exactly happened on this particular day. The footage comes from a home security camera. In the middle of the day, Daryl can be seen sitting at his computer, casually working, nothing out of the ordinary. The room is quiet and everything appears completely normal. Then, suddenly, something startles him. Daryl explains that he heard the flaps in the doorway move, which caused him to quickly turn his head toward the sound. And if you look carefully at this moment, a faint, transparent figure appears to move through the background. It's subtle, almost blending into the surroundings, but distinct enough to resemble a human-like shape passing by. When Daryl later reviewed the footage and noticed the figure, he says it genuinely shook him, and it's not hard to understand why. Seeing something
Yeah, you can't see it right there, guys.
translucent drift him, and it's not hard to footage and notice the figure, he says it genuinely shook him, and it's not hard to understand why.
Or at least it started
Seeing
that
something
way.
translucent
It's like this
drift
tall.
through your workspace in broad daylight isn't exactly comforting. Some viewers believe this could be a genuine apparition, a spirit passing
Why
through
is it
briefly,
zooming in on it? I want the
caught
original
only
zoomed
because
out.
The camera happened to be recording at the right moment. Others suggest it may be a trick of lighting or
But-
compression from the security camera.
Both trick lighting and compression, because it looks like this maybe just blows open and then just flats.
Whatever the truth may be, it's the combination of the
open.
noise, Daryl's
And it's
immediate
yeah, I
reaction,
think it's just
and
part.
that
I
faint
think it's
shape
just
in the
closing.
background that makes this clip
I don't think
unsettling.
I
It's the
don't think
kind of
it's-
thing that would make anyone glance over their shoulder the next
I mean,
time
why is
they
it
hear
flapping
something
closed?
move behind
It's a whole
them.
different story, but that's for me. I think that's that thing. See how it's open right now? I think that's what we're seeing is matrixing and compression and the camera quality. That's just closing, but what's making it close is a
Whatever
different
the
thing.
truth may
but
be,
that's
it's
just
the combination
closing.
of the noise,
It's just
Daryl's
yoink.
immediate
So that's just
reaction,
part of the
and
curtain
that faint
itself.
shape in the background that
Again,
makes
I may
this
be wrong,
clip
but what do you
unsettling.
guys think?
It's the move.
Let's go to number 1. Number 1.
On
Before we
TikTok, a user known as
continue, please go to Instagram and find me at Dylan is chillin' YT with all underscore no space. Don't do that, guys. Don't go to.
Perry64 posted a series of videos that are almost guaranteed to make you lose a bit of sleep tonight. What starts off as a normal security camera clip
Oh, we've done
quickly
this one.
turns into
We've
something
done with it.
far more disturbing.
We've done this one in full detail before.
In the first clip, we see the home's front door suddenly swing open on its own,
You're gonna see
immediately
sound
triggering
run
the
back
house
and
alarm.
forth in the
There's no
reflection
sound
of this
in this particular
microwave.
angle, but
We've
the
covered
alarm
this
can
one
be heard
before.
clearly in the next part. The door doesn't appear to hesitate, it just opens. In part 2, we witness the same event from the perspective of the two girls inside the house at the time.
Recording. Wait. Do you hear that? Can you check the security footage? Oh my god. What is it?
As the alarm blares, panic quickly sets in. Then around the 15-second mark, the bedroom door can be heard opening by itself. That's when the situation escalates. Convinced someone has broken in, the girls decide their only option is to escape, and they jump out of the window. In the chaos, the uploader forgets her phone and eventually makes the risky decision to go back inside to retrieve it. Then comes part 3.
I told you guys we already went over this video.
Inside the house, security footage captures something even more unsettling. At around the 38-second mark, and again at 1:20, a small, dark figure can be seen running quickly across the floor. It's low to the ground, shadow-like, and gone almost as fast as it appears. The girls later posted follow-up videos explaining what was going through their minds. One of them said she heard knocking coming from different parts of the walls while the alarms were going off. At that moment, they were convinced someone had broken into the house, which is why they reacted so quickly. They also insist the front door had definitely been shut. The house is brand new, they say, and the locks and latches aren't old or rusted. That's part of what makes it so unsettling to them. There shouldn't be any structural issues or obvious mechanical failures. Some viewers believe the dark figure resembles a classic shadow person, an entity often described as starting low across rooms and appearing only briefly on camera. At the same time, there's the possibility that the entire sequence was staged, coordinating multiple camera angles, triggering alarms, and creating quick shadow movements could be done with planning and careful setup. Whatever the truth may be,
Like I said, I feel like someone's controlling the camera, even though it has that motion activation capture thing on it. I think someone's actually controlling the camera. But what do you guys think? Either way, that is a creepy video. I love this video just on the creep factor alone, even though I don't know. I'll let you guys decide for that one for yourselves if you guys think that one's fake or real. But I love it either way because the creep factor itself is just 100% pure awesome. It's creepy. It gets you hooked in. I love this video. If it's fake or not, I still love it. All right. Little breather time, guys. You guys take a deep breath. Scary videos, stop for a second. Go get you something to drink. Run to the bathroom while I find another channel to look on. If you guys have any suggestions on any paranormal channels or scary videos or something, let me know. Mainly on YouTube. You know, I haven't done Nuke's Top 5 in a while. Let's see. You guys want to do some more scary videos? Give you guys a chance to say hi, take a deep breath. Let me take a look. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. How you guys doing out there? What do you guys think of that first series of videos? Show us likes those. Hope you guys did. Let's see. Nothing going on there. Nothing going on there. No one's chatty today. All right. Ready to start another set of videos, guys? So you guys get your guys' snacky wackies, get your guys' drinks. You guys ready to hop on into another set of videos? Load it up real quick. About to finish this kinetic. Oh, so good. Oh, yeah. That orange cranberry one. It's good. And if you guys see me looking around, I'm just paying attention to my youngest one, Ariel, running around here. Just keeping an eye on her, that's all. Hey, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I guess I can drink that. I'm trying to quit soda, so after these sodas are gone, I'm going to quit soda again. It's time. I'm going to get myself back into shape, get my muscles back. Yeah. It's time to get back in action. All right, let's get back into it. And don't be afraid to say hi, guys.
Jonathan Javier Molina works as an EMT in Mendoza Province, Argentina.
Hell yeah.
One night after finishing a late shift, he's sitting just inside the hospital corridor when he notices something very strange. He thinks he keeps seeing someone sitting inside his car. He pulls out his phone and starts
we've
recording.
heard this one religiously
and what he captures is truly bizarre.
Estamos en este momento en el microhospital, escuchamos un golpe y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro. Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos,
This is another one I like. I think it's absolutely fake.
mierda.
Check this out,
Lo peor de
guys.
todo es que no queremos salir. O sea, no, un miedo, la puta madre.
I'll just get my face out of this one.
Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro.
You guys
del
can
auto, no
enjoy
hay
the
nadie.
full
O sea, ahora vamos a ir a
video.
controlar el auto. Pero parece como si fuese un reflejo. La puta madre. Uf. No, huevo.
Puta madre. Is that what he said?
Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina.
For real.
Cagazo. Nadie. Nadie. Ya, nadie. Un montón. Es un montón. Mierda. Y encima nos mira la puta que te parió.
Right there. Peekaboo.
No, chavo. No. Desapareció. La concha.
Jonathan films through the glass doors and spots a pale, translucent figure just sitting in the passenger seat of his car. It's faint, but the shape is clearly there. He goes outside to check, opening both the front and back doors and showing the empty interior. He even pans around to prove that no one is nearby. But after going back inside, he looks back out at his car and is shocked when whatever it is appears in his car again. This time, it seems to be staring right at him. So, did Jonathan capture a ghost outside the hospital trying to hitch a ride? And if not, then just what is this? Let me know what you think.
Was that one a scary one for you guys? I love that video. I think we've heard that like 3 times already in this series that I do. Are you okay, beautiful? Does that one scare you? It said peekaboo. It was just playing peekaboo, that's all. He's giving off peekaboo vibes.
Graveyard shift. A security guard working the overnight shift at a cemetery decides to film a quick video for his brother-in-law, just to show him how creepy the place is after dark. He heads into the on-site crematorium to do a little filming, and that's when things get weird.
Lights, they turn off automatically at a certain hour. And I'll tell you
Hey,
right
Jeanette.
now, I'm gonna walk you through.
Hey, boo boo.
I have a friend that works that he would see and hear things coming from these furnaces when they're burning the bodies.
Can I help you, ma'am? I did say Jeanette. You want to come say hi? Come here. Don't look out. Say hi.
Hi.
Go lay down. That would be Ariel.
So when I'm walking through,
Got a little spooky time. Yeah, it is spooky video time. She said, have sweet dreams.
here, they usually put the urns out to send to the families. So when I'm walking here at night, I walk right by these urns that they put on these tables here. And then I come down, freaking out.
Oh yeah, I see it. I seen it. It's this one right here. Whoop. Okay. Oh, it's chasing you now, man.
As he walks deeper into the room where the bodies are cremated,
Hell
the
yeah.
audio on his phone starts to
Wanna go there.
glitch. Then he freezes as he hears a sharp clinking sound from somewhere nearby. He turns the camera, and that's when he notices one of the urns. An urn that actually has someone's ashes inside. And the
Closes
lid
and then
is moving.
opens.
It
Or
slowly
maybe
tips
it just
upward like
opens.
something inside is trying to get out. And with that, he decides he's seen about enough. He starts heading for the exit when he notices movement again.
An orb?
This
Yeah,
time,
I'm
in
not,
the
I'm not big on
doorway.
orbs.
The curtains are swaying even though the air in the room is still. And then, clear as day, something pushes them open from the other side.
Getting chased.
And that's it. The guard just makes a run for it. So, is something lingering inside the cemetery's crematorium?
Look at that.
Are
Look
the
at that
spirits
lid.
of the departed not really departing? Let me know. Transparent Trespasser.
What'd you guys think about that one? I love that one. I think that's real because it just everything is just small, minute. Top 10 jobs on earth for me for 800. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. No, it's a job for me though. I'd have a fucking heyday in there. But what's up, dude? I get to know his name and stuff. We'll be besties by the end of the night.
A Florida live streamer named Michael mostly posts gaming content on his social media.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not a ghost hunter, and he's definitely never filmed anything paranormal. Until
job for me.
now. Michael says his mom has been complaining that something keeps waking her up by tapping on the bedroom window every morning before sunrise. He says his dad brushed it off at first because the window faces their backyard, which is surrounded by a gated and locked 7-foot fence. Nothing should be getting back there. Eventually, after hearing the complaints a few too many times, Michael's dad sets up a camera pointing out the bedroom window. What he captures chills him to his core.
All right, look, it's starting now. The security light turns on. It picks up. And then it walks back. It's at the corner of the house. You see him walking? It's like a short guy.
un fuego chiquitico.
And then you see the trees move.
Thank you for liking the live. Someone's walking through the trees. Trees are moving with them as he's walking through.
Una persona chiquitica, muy chiquitica.
At 4:27 a.m., long before sunrise, a small translucent figure strolls through the backyard along
Do
the tree
cameras ever
line.
have shadows malfunctioning or legit? Cameras can capture shadows, especially IR cameras. I don't think this is an IR camera. If it is, it's a shitty ass camera. Can they malfunction? Absolutely, they can malfunction. Especially if it's a wireless camera, it can pick up someone else's feed and cut into it. That's why I use wired cameras. I don't like using wireless cameras. This one, I just think it's someone walking around outside their window. They need to probably keep an eye on that. Maybe call the cops.
Now, normally I just
At
say
least
it's a
do a
little
report or
kid and
something.
probably some bad camera compression. But something
And
about
compression
this
when you
figure
upload it and
seems a
stuff.
bit off. It doesn't really move like a child, but more like a very small adult. Maybe
It could be a short person, but because it can, classic trespassing. Could 3 absolutely.
to 4 feet tall. And
Could be-
also,
could
why
be a
would
teenager.
child
Teenagers
climb
are
a
short
7-foot
these
fence
days.
at 4:27 a.m. just to wander around someone's
Or
backyard.
could just be because the camera
So
compression
what
looks
did
short.
Michael's dad capture here? A spirit, a dwindling,
See how is
a
when he's
gnome, or just one very
moving all the
strange
foliage
camera
as it's
glitch?
walking. It's
As always, you decide.
clearly
Run through the
a
jungle.
person.
Over on the YouTube channel, Josh the Intern, creator
Let
Josh
me know what you
McCartney
guys think
films
about
his
that one.
outdoor travel and adventure as
I think
he
that one's
explores
just a
the
person.
world.
I don't think they faked
In
it.
one video, Josh heads deep into the jungles of Sri Lanka in search of one of the country's oldest prehistoric sites, the Belalina Cave, also known as the, quote, Cannibal Cave. As Josh treks further into the jungle, 2 men suddenly step out from somewhere in the brush, and they begin following him. They match his pace, and they
Oh,
stop when
hell
he stops.
no.
Eventually, they catch up, and one of the men tells Josh that he should follow them because they, quote, want to show him something. Josh immediately gets uneasy and decides to start filming.
I've been joined by some friends. They're showing me around. Very cool. I thought it was a bit strange that as soon as I began filming, they moved out of the shot. But I tried to ignore them and stayed focused on filming the cave I'd worked so hard to reach.
They will eat his
Yet every
face.
time I lowered the
Absolutely.
camera, they would tell me to follow them, as they wanted to show me something. At this point, I did feel quite uncomfortable, but I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt. I think these guys want to show me something. All right. We going this way? But when I finally saw what they wanted to show me, everything changed. Wow. It was an abandoned house, and they wanted me to go in first. Okay, I'll follow you. I'll follow you. After you. And at this point, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed one of the men was moving behind me. And at that moment, my gut instinct kicked in loud and clear. Get out now. I'm just gonna get one more shot, okay? One more shot. Oh, sorry. I'm just shooting, filming, and doing more. And then I'll come, okay?
Extra shady.
I stayed calm, acted like I wasn't suspicious, and slowly walked back towards the entrance. But it seemed like they didn't want me to leave.
That's why I always tell you guys,
I just wanna
always
shoot this.
take somebody
But
with you. Don't
I'll
go
stay,
solo.
and then I come later. I'm just filming everything. Okay? Okay. So I pretended to take the shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move. At first, I walked at a normal pace, as off camera I had told them I'd forgotten something on the trail. But then, I heard footsteps coming after me, and that's when I ran.
Run like hell, bro. And always take weapons with you.
Oh, I'm gonna have a sit. All right, guys, so I have made it to safety. I wanted to wait until I was off the isolated road because there's only one way up and one way down to that cave. The adrenaline
you might be able to.
rushed out of me. I ran down that mountain. That's why I'm very, very sweaty.
Josh says that in his travels in Sri Lanka, most of the people he's met have been very friendly. But this encounter just seemed different.
What I would say, is they could be extremely friendly, and they just genuinely wanted to show me something in that abandoned house, and I just so happened to walk by, and they're like, we're going up there anyway, we'll show him something. And I've had those experiences here in Sri Lanka where locals want to show me something and they're super friendly and lovely. This to me just didn't feel like that, and so I was better safe than sorry, and so I got out of there. This is a decision that I made. These guys could have been nice and genuinely wanting to show me something. That is just not what I felt in the moment, and I've just got to trust that gut instinct, especially when I'm out there.
I don't care who you are, always trust your gut instinct because it's almost always right. They were circling him. That's why I don't like. One was standing in front, one was trying to get behind him. He did the right thing, was like, no. You guys go first. Don't ever go first somewhere if someone wants to show you something. If they really want to show you something, they'll go first and lead you there. Don't ever go first. Go last. And always have a weapon with you. Always have someone else with you. And always trust your gut instincts. Because 99% of the time, it's always fucking right. Whether you think it's safe or not, or you think it's just them locals being nice, always trust your gut instincts.
Remote, on my own. I've just got to...
Me, because I know what you think. Were these guys just being friendly? Or was Josh about 2 seconds away from something horrible? The wax shaman. Maria Sabina was a revered shaman and spiritual healer from Oaxaca, Mexico. Maria's fame in the West and the attention it brought upset her local community, and she suffered because of it. She was an outcast to her neighbors. Her house was burned down, and her son was killed. Maria Sabina died in poverty at the age of 90, suffering from malnutrition. As part of an exhibit on witchcraft, the Ocampo Museum in Guadalajara, Mexico displayed a very lifelike figure of Maria Sabina. But soon after it went up, visitors began to complain, saying the figure moved or even tried to grab them. The following creepy video was recorded by one of the very frightened museum visitors.
Close the door.
Ay, hijo de güey, ¿qué pedo?
What did I miss? Oh, the head. The head moved.
Güey, ¿qué pedo?
The wax figure of Maria Sabina appears to quickly turn its head and look directly at the man. And as you might expect, he just freaks right out.
I call this.
There's something about that movement that doesn't seem right with me.
I call this.
And look directly at the man. The figure of Maria Sabina appears to quickly turn its head and look directly at the man.
I like
And
the
as
way
you might
it
expect,
moves.
He just freaks right out.
I call this.
It's not a fluent movement. It's like someone moves it like.
The man
it's
showed this
edited.
video to museum manager Ricardo Barbosa, who posted it online, and it immediately went viral. Ricardo posted a second video to prove that the wax figure of Maria Sabina is definitely not supposed to move.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada. Te digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables, no hay nada. No es un robot. Es una figura totalmente en cera.
Museum manager Ricardo Barbosa shows that the wax figure is completely solid and immovable. It contains no gears, no wires, and no motorized parts. It's just a wax
He didn't
figure
really
that
move
should
the
not
head. He just
move
like
at
touched
all.
it. Like
So
just,
what do you think happened
looks like
here? Let me know at all.
like someone
So
like
what do you think happened here?
like there's like
Let me move at all.
I think
So
there's
what
an
do
edit
you
right there. I
think
think there's a
happened?
cut. Yeah, there's a cut right there. Look at everything. It
Here
like
should
lights
not
up and darkens
move
real
at
quick.
all. So
It's
what
fake.
do you think happened here?
See, like it shifts. It's a shift. It's not a fluid moment. It's edited. Someone was recording, hit pause, moved it, and then hit play again or record again. That's
Let
that's
move at
edited.
all. So what do you think happened here? Let me know down in the comments. Secret roommate.
It's edited. It's fake,
Haley and
guys.
her friends are staying
Not
in
even
an
gonna pause that
Airbnb
one.
with their moms.
Let me know what you guys think, though. I want to know what you guys think, but it's edited. It's fake. I caught
When they
that shit.
discover something very Haley
I
and her
caught
know
that shit. Look
down
at
in
that.
the
See-
comments. So
watch
what
it.
do you think?
Watch everything in the background. Like everything, like you can tell everything like lights up, freezes, and everything.
Happened here.
It's
Not
a subtlety.
move at
It's like a
all.
glitch.
So what do you think happened here?
So yeah, see how everything
Let me
jumps?
know down in the comments.
That's edited.
Secret roommate. Haley and her friends are staying in an Airbnb with their moms when they discover something very strange. A secret door hidden
Let's
under a
go.
rug at the bottom of the stairs.
And I wanted to like open it to see what was down there. So then I got my phone because I wanted to get a video of me going down there to like see what was down there because it was actually creepy.
Haley starts to record as they open the hidden door, revealing a dark cellar beneath the house.
We found a secret door underneath.
So it turns out someone is living down there. A woman's voice suddenly yells up at them from somewhere in the darkness.
Who got trapped down there?
What?
Now, they say they have no idea who was living in the cellar, but I have an idea. It was the owner. That's what I think. Because I featured several videos on this channel of weird people who rent out their house and then just secretly hide inside somewhere.
What the hell?
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here on holiday?
Yeah, who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard. Hope you don't mind, but
What the? But it's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
look, this should be no problem. I'm not going to interfere with you.
But you're interfering with me now.
No.
And where's
What?
your clothes gone?
What?
Where's your clothes?
They're in the washing machine.
So, next time you stay at an Airbnb, just be aware that the creepy owner might just be living inside there with you. And that
And the
is
walls?
truly disturbing.
That's fucking crazy.
If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at
What?
nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me
God, you
only
guys should.
at
You guys ain't watching this live. You guys are watching
because
later.
there
Leave me a
are
comment.
lot of fake
That's
accounts
funny.
on there. Living doll.
Creepy.
TikTok user
I'll
Chica
give him
Chica
that.
says that her granddad collects old antique dolls and mannequins, something that really creeps her out when she goes to visit her grandparents. One night, she's busy on her laptop in a room full of those old dolls, when suddenly she sees something that chills her to her core.
This thing just moved.
Why? Why creepy dolls and mannequins? I hate creepy dolls and mannequins. Get rid of it, bitch. Throw it outside. What's wrong, baby? It's too scary. Go get mommy. What? My what? Did you knock it off the wall? You knocked it off the wall. It's been. Sorry about that, guys. Helping the little one out. Let's get back to it. The fuck? Fuck that thing, dude. Look at that.
Are you real?
Yes.
You can do it again.
Don't give her permission. What the fuck?
I won't watch.
Hell nah. Oh, you sneaky bitch. Yeah, I saw that hand move.
At first, Chica is freaked out by the creepy doll and walks out of the room, and the door just slowly swings shut behind her. But she goes back in and tries to get the doll to move again, and it does. In the mirror, you can clearly see the doll's hand move across its knee. But
It looks
did
like
you
it
see it?
smiled there for a
Just
second.
before the doll's hand moves, a strange shadow passes across the wall, moving toward the old doll. So is this bizarre old antique doll haunted by the spirit of one of its former owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Pulled under.
Ooh. Fucking dolls. Gosh damn it. Mannequins and dolls. Hate it. Hate them. Don't like it. I'm not afraid of them. I'll still go do an investigation there. Hate it though. I guess that could be real, but I don't know. It's just a lot of paranormal activity happening all at once. I like it. I like that video a lot, just for the creep factor itself. But I don't know. I want to do an investigation there, just like the hospital in the beginning.
In Indonesia, a little girl named Zaina and her brother are playing in their bedroom as the family security camera quietly records. But as the little girl crawls across the floor, something seems to pull her. Zaina's mother, who was away at work, later watches the security footage back as she records her horrified reaction.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Ayah, demi Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret Jena. Demi Allah, jangan berteriak. Demi Allah. Demi Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret Jena. Bener, astagfirullahaladzim. Nggak yang jelas. Nih, di depan. Jangan mau kendaraan. Demi Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret. Sumpah demi Allah. Bukan dia pergi. Abang Asli. Siapa nih? Kita nggak.
The little brother just kinda lies there staring at his phone as his sister seems to be slowly dragged under the bed. Zaina starts screaming, whether in pain or fear, it's hard to tell, but her brother barely reacts. Eventually, he calls for help and their grandmother rushes in, but even she can't pull the little girl out. A nearby neighbor hurries in to help and the two of them actually have to lift the entire bed. Finally, the grandmother manages to free terrified little Zaina and pulls her into her arms. Their mother, whose shocked voice can be heard on the video, says she has no idea what to make of it. She genuinely believes that something pulled her daughter under that bed. But what do you think?
I don't fuck with things that fuck with kids. Oh, till that goes catch me outside.
Scary videos. This
it's hard to had to click off to message my grandpa. I'm so glad I did, honestly. That's what freaks me out. Yeah, this one, anything involving kids is always creepy because it's always hard to say if it's real or not. That little kid is screaming like it is real, but the nonchalant way that the brother was acting made it feel like it's not. I'm not too sure on that, but I would I'd definitely tell that ghost to catch me outside. I'll fucking make sure that place gets blessed and exercise and stuff. I don't deal with that shit. Anything that goes after kids is a bunch of bullshit. You okay? Snuggling with mommy.
This is the place for weird or silly videos, or actually this week it's ones that didn't quite fit the regular list, but are still creepy in their own way. First up, a young woman named Lexi is just hanging out at home with her dog. Nothing unusual. but her black lab suddenly locks onto something across the room. Something truly bizarre.
Is that Santa moving?
So this video was sent to me a couple of hundred times in email and on TikTok, and some of the people in the video comments are just straight up freaking right out. But it turns out that this is just a Christmas decoration doing what it do, because it's actually designed to move like that. Freaking the out of the family dog is just a bonus.
Guys, as I said, most toys, especially if it has batteries, do random
might
shit.
actually be paranormal. So I'll just put it here and leave that up to you. Kath Noel hears eerie laughter coming from her baby monitor. She goes to check and sees this. The little girl just seems to wake up laughing maniacally and staring at the nanny cam. Now, there's no denying that this clip is creepy as hell.
It's
but
creepy.
I'm just gonna write this one off to babies do weird shit.
Babies do be weird.
In the video comments, people mentioned that Kath wondered if they should call a priest.
No.
This person says, I'm a priest, don't call me. Another popular video comment is, move immediately, leave the child. Then someone just simply posted this lovely picture of someone throwing a baby.
Yeeted.
Anyway, that's all for this week. Thanks so much.
I just think that baby had a funny dream. I agree with that. I love the fact that he added all that funny stuff at the end just to mellow out the scariness of the videos. That's fucking awesome. That's amazing. That's funny. Leave now, leave the baby. Move now, leave the baby. That's funny. It is a downright creepy video. I'll give him that. All right. Let's see if we can find some more. How you guys doing out there? You guys doing all right? Everyone doing good? Everybody got their snacky snacks and their drinky drinks? You okay? Okay. You guys got your kids all bundled in if you have kids? Oh, that was great. That was good stuff. A little breaky break right now, guys. Take a deep breath. Get your nerves gathered back up. That was good. That was some good shit. That was funny. The end of that was funny. That was good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to click on his next, one of his other videos, because the title is Scare Videos That Make You Pee a Little. I'm going to click on that one, and we're going to watch that one together so you can pee a little. So if you gotta go pee, you might want to say, hey, I need to go pee real quick. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it.
Built in 1917, the Santa Maria Inn is one of California's oldest and reportedly most haunted hotels. Guests and staff have been reporting strange activity here for decades.
And if you guys like what you
Objects
guys see,
moving
don't
on
be
their
afraid
own,
to share the
unexplained
live.
voices and
Hit that follow
footsteps
button.
echoing through the halls, and doors opening and closing for no reason.
Hell yeah, my kind of
Martha and her
place.
husband are staying at the Santa Maria Inn with their border collie, Oreo. They're walking down a hallway when their dog starts acting a bit strange.
He was looking at them. Look, he's looking at
What's he looking at?
He's looking at the bench.
What bench?
Oreo's freaking out, guys. And there's somebody sitting there. He doesn't want to go by it. That's alright. Come on. Come on, Oreo. was crazy.
Yeah.
The
Thanks,
dog
I shoot
Oreo
people.
freaks out and wants nothing to do with the bench in the hotel's hallway. He jumps back, growls, and flat out refuses to go near it. But that's not all that happens in this video.
Yeah, you
because
heard
it's
her
what they
whisper.
hear on the recording later that makes their skin crawl.
You hear that?
What the f*** did he say?
On playback, as Oreo is running away from the bench, a chilling disembodied voice whispers, "Come back, come back."
It's alright. Come on.
Oh. That second one.
Now,
The second one's like, it was like, come
this
back,
video of
come
the dog's
back.
strange reaction over 5 years ago. But she says she only recently realized that she also captured this chilling, unexplained voice calling out for their dog.
Yeah. Come back.
Come on.
Unseen attack.
Didn't pee on that one,
attraction
guys.
in town is
It could be real. I mean, most people do capture what I call paranormal investigators call EVPs all the time, and not realize it. So that could be real. I mean, and animals react to certain things, certain furniture, certain smells, certain sights, different ways, anyways. So could be just that. EVP could be real. So I'll agree with that one. I like that one.
sure to leave even some skeptics a little spooked. The Savannah Paranormal Museum is now open down on West Boundaries. Yikes.
The Savannah Paranormal Museum in downtown Savannah, Georgia is dedicated to the
Gotta go to
city's
Georgia.
long haunted history and all things paranormal. The museum also houses a large collection of supposedly haunted artifacts and dolls.
Why is
from
it
around
dolls?
the
Where's it
world.
gonna be fucking dolls?
And many believe these
I'm
very
down, though. I'm
items
still
have
down.
actually led to the building itself being haunted.
Duh. Hey, where that chick in the back is awesome. She's just like, no, a kid likes dolls. Don't worry, you're fine. Most of this doll shit's fake, anyways.
But lately, activity at the museum seems to be escalating and becoming more aggressive. One morning, the museum's podcast producer, JT Timmons, is working at the front desk when something happens that terrifies him.
Yeah, a lot of places do fake shit to get more business.
First, JT hears a cough from somewhere nearby. And he turns to look, but there's no one there. In fact, he's the only person in the building. Then something shoves him hard into the desk. He grabs his laptop and just hurries out of the museum. Just a week later, and the group is conducting a paranormal investigation inside the Savannah Paranormal Museum. What happens next is chilling.
It's dude, this is crazy. You alright?
One of the paranormal investigators is slammed in the back by an unseen force, nearly knocking him to the ground. So did the Paranormal Museum capture 2 real ghost attacks on camera? You can check out their full video covering both incidents over on their YouTube channel, Haunted City Studios, and judge for yourself. Invisible Guest.
Ah, man, attacks? That's... I don't... yeah. Attacks are, regardless of what you see on TV and movies, are rare. 2 Yeah, I don't understand why it would start moving stuff and then out of nowhere just start bullying people, like beating people up. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not trying to discredit any paranormal investigator because that guy was a paranormal investigator apparently. But why? Unless they were taunting, like they were taunting it, like we use taunting methods sometimes in order to get, ghosties to do stuff or paranormal activity happen. But like, did they taunt a lot where they were calling him like, maybe they got a new display that had a super, that could be, they could have got a new display that's got something more sinister attached to it. A super grumpy guy. But, attacks are still rare though. So 2 in a matter of weeks is, I don't know. It's kind of iffy. I'm going to leave that one on a maybe real. It's possibly real. There's a lot of haunted items out there in the world. I'll admit that. Maybe they just got one that's been used in some kind of bad ritual and got something attached to it. I mean, it could be. It could be.
A young woman named Sydney is invited to be a bridesmaid at a family wedding. She's thrilled, especially when she finds out that the bride's parents have rented a nice old Airbnb for her family to stay at all week. But her excitement fades fast, because from the moment they arrive, Sydney notices that her dog starts acting strangely at the bottom of the staircase, as if something there is really disturbing him.
We were just out walking my dog, and when we came in, we heard
Old Airbnb pass.
Some unseen force seems to suddenly pull the dog's leash upward before it falls back around the dog's neck. The clip alone is creepy enough, but if you listen closely, right before the leash seems to be yanked
You heard the
upward, you can
footsteps
hear
running?
what sounds like footsteps running up the old wooden staircase.
We all heard that already. Boom, 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 boom.
Sydney has no idea what could have made the dog's leash fly upward like that.
I'd be scared of...
Okay, so this is the leash. If this moves,
I think
I'm
the ghost was
literally going
attacking the dog. I think they was just trying to grab something, and that's the loose thing that was on the dog.
There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something.
Again, the dog reacts as if there is something there, but Sydney can't figure out what's going on. However, she's starting to notice a pattern. The dog only freaks out at the bottom of the stairs, never near the top.
I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs.
Where's all her family
something
at? She
that's
says she has a
underneath.
family with her.
The door is locked. Obviously, it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up.
As she looks around, she realizes that there's a locked door at the back of the stairs. Sydney and her sister decide to investigate the strange door, and what they find is
That's where
absolutely
the bodies
chilling.
are.
So this is the switch. You guys can see their light is on right there. I wonder if...
Don't. Someone's in there.
Just...
Oh, I think I've seen this one already.
Oh my god.
As Sydney pulls her phone back, someone seems to turn the doorknob and yank the door. Sydney is terrified. She thinks that maybe there's someone else in the Airbnb
Yeah,
with
don't
them.
take us with you.
I sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb asking, like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because there's a room under the stairs that we can't get into. It's locked, so I didn't know. And basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week. So
now Sydney begins to wonder if they caught something paranormal when they had the bizarre encounter at the door. They go back to record again, and this is where things take a terrifying turn.
A lot of people actually do that. They do like certain rooms and stuff.
Yeah. Scary. Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
I'm not built for this chair. You're okay. You're okay. Watch what happens to her. I think, doesn't it rip the phone out of her hands or something like that? Them knocking's wild work. Something I would do. Like, hey, you want to play? It's me. You would? I would. I'd be like, hey, knock, knock, it's me again. Yeah. Oh. Dong. That ghost got tired of your shit.
Suddenly, something yanks the phone right out of her hand. Then there's a second pull, just enough to start the phone sliding down what looks like a set of stairs on the other side of the door.
And then it picks it up and looks at the
then,
door?
Weirdest of all, the phone seems to lift back up and point toward the door before dropping again. Sydney calls the owner and he comes over to unlock the door and retrieve her phone. But it turns out that the door doesn't exactly lead to a little room under the stairs. It actually leads to a dark, creepy basement. And while it's open, Sydney notices some strange scratches on the bottom of the door. Sydney and her family have now left the old Airbnb and returned home. But just what did they encounter? Was it something supernatural? As always, you decide.
No.
It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Stop 5 merch.
Speaking of merch, if you go to that your guy, the number one shop.fourthwall.com, you can get your own That Your Guy merch right now. Officially no old Airbnb for me, thanks. Oh, come on. You did an investigation with me before. It wasn't that bad. I gotta take you somewhere really haunted. You'll see it's not as bad as it seems. How'd they drop that on me then? Casually talk about merch like my shit wasn't just right. Nuke's plugging his. I'm gonna plug mine over Nuke because this is my stream. Okay, you gotta go to that JR guy number one. So just the number one. So that JR guy one shop.fourthwall.com. That was pretty intense though. It was. It's always intense. That's why I call it scary videos. Whether it's real or not, they're still pretty scary, and I love it. It's all down. You have merch too. Yeah. I only made a few things. I got some coming in the mail. I got a hat and some shirts coming in the mail. For now, I'll make more stuff later. Yeah. All right. You want to take a little breather for a second? Get the get it all under control again? Everybody take a nice deep breath. That was a good one. Yeah, yeah. That was a great one. It was great. Without too pregnant chicken for this. You got this. Like I said, you've been on investigation with me before. The investigation was tense. Nothing happened, but I actually still have all the footage, so I haven't deleted it yet. Yeah, a lot of people say that. When they're around me, they feel a lot safer. You guys gotta realize, I'm gonna let everybody know right now. The shit you see in movies and most TV shows, they did interact with Laura. The shit you see in movies and TV shows are mostly fake. Most shows are mostly fake. It's all fake bullshit. Regardless of if it's a story told by someone or not, usually it's all fake. Especially ones with all kinds of demonic spirits. I'm not saying demons are fake, just not as bad as, I mean, they're bad. It's just not as bad out there as people make it out to be. I'm ruining it? No. I'm not ruining anything. I'm not ruining anything. It's all right. It's good stuff. Everyone needs to know the truth, because the more you guys know, the better it is for everyone. It's not like the movies. It really isn't. I mean, there has been possessions and stuff, don't get me wrong, but most of it has to do with like mental illness, and yeah, they're not. It's not. You can ask any real paranormal investigator out there, not Zach Bagans or the Ghost of Interest crew, because they think everything's demonic. You hardly ever run into anything inhuman. Even though if you get slapped, I've been slapped before. It's not. I don't think it's anything intentional. You know what? That's what I have right now. Milk and ice. Did my slap when I got slapped leave a mark? No. Or maybe it was it my face? I think it was my face. I think I had it was a little red, just because of course the skin's always gonna react to something that's, slapping you, but it wasn't bad. And I didn't think it was anything negative. You gotta remember, like I said earlier, it's thought that it takes a lot of energy for ghosts to even do anything. So it might have been trying to touch me, and it just came out as a whack. I didn't get scared. I mean, it's kind of, surprising at the moment, but were you taunting them? No, actually, I was just asking questions like, how did you die? Maybe that's how they died. I don't remember the exact question I was asking at the time. I think I just told it, give me a sign of its presence, actually. And that was the sign. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. And guys, if you guys ever do, because I know a lot of you guys do try your guys' own things because it's the internet. If you guys ever do paranormal investigations, you guys get scared, don't run, don't taunt, don't make fun of people. Just calmly grab whoever you're with. If you're by yourself, just calmly walk out. Try not to run, because running involves tripping and breaking stuff and your equipment and your bones. So just calmly walk out, take a deep breath, and get outside. Like I said, you shouldn't be investigating alone anyways. Always take someone with you. And that's just in case something happens medically to yourself, or to, always at least have one other person with you. All right. You guys ready to continue on?
Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodie, and get. Anyway, shipping is free and be
Shut
sure
up.
to shop now.
No, Nuke.
Hitcher.
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
So this next audio clip was actually sent to me months ago, and I ignored it. I figured it was another fake, over-the-top 911 creature encounter story. But after it kept getting sent in to me over and over, I finally decided to look into it. And it turns out this is a real 911.
Appalachia? I think most of that shit's real. There's a reason why most Indians stayed on a trail and stuff like that. So I don't know about anything. I think a lot of stuff happens in the forest, and I think that's why a lot of it's still unexplored, just like our oceans. There's a reason why Indians will tell you to stay on pass and don't go to this place and stay off this place, and they call stuff like Devil's Mountain and stuff like that because they've been around it for a long time and they know how to avoid it. That's my opinion on it. Regardless if there's actual creatures in there, I do not know. I don't think so. It has more something to do with spirits maybe. But again, a lot of our forests are still not mapped. You know, there's no trails in them. You can get scared and get disoriented. People get lost there all the time. Not just Appalachia, everywhere in the world, actually, where there's forest or even desert. But it's just, you know, those kinds of things. Again, there's a lot of this planet we're still unexplored, like forest and oceans and stuff like that. So who's to say there's not Bigfoot in them or, you know, some kind of other creature we haven't, you know, come across yet or, you know, scientifically examined yet. And I'm going to let you guys know right now, like, the shit like people see the Mothman, like, still to this day, still see it. I don't know if it's real or not. It could be just something we haven't discovered yet. And that's all it is. And it might not be anything that scary. It could be just something as another creepy fucking animal we don't know yet. You gotta remember, a lot of animals were creepy to the first humans too. Remember that. Shit has teeth, shit has fangs and horns and claws and everything. So everyone has to remember that. It's just, you know.
Call. The call was made in Pender County, North Carolina on July 31st, 2021 at around 11 p.m. And Snopes.com actually confirmed it with the Pender County Sheriff's Office. It is maybe the weirdest 911 call I have ever heard. Take a listen.
Pender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53E. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road? What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
Now again, this call is verified. It is a real 911 call. But obviously, that doesn't mean that everything the caller said is verified. According to the man, he first saw what looked like an injured person on the side of the road. And then out of nowhere, a pale humanoid figure with sunken eyes and no nose or ears jumped into the bed of his truck and pressed its face right against the back glass. He says he slammed on the brakes and the thing flew over the cab, hit the road, got up, and ran into the woods. The YouTube channel Carolina Case Files actually confirmed the report with Pender County Sheriff Alan Cutler.
About 11 o'clock p.m. that evening, a call came into our 911 dispatch of an individual standing on the side of the road, and it appeared to be bleeding. Now, he stated he was traveling 55 or 60 miles an hour, so I can see how traveling at that speed in the dark, it would be difficult to exactly identify what he saw. But he stated that it looked like a human being standing there with streaks of blood coming down. It is very hard to listen to that call, to that 911 tape, without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
Now, obviously there's no way to verify what the man saw. But keep in mind, he stayed on the line with 911, pulled over, and actually met up with sheriff's deputies. And he wasn't arrested for making a false report or for being under the influence of anything. So what exactly happened out there? Sheriff
Exactly what
Cutler
happened.
says people in that area report strange things all the time.
For years, the residents and people out there in the Curry area near the battlefield have reported seeing things and hearing things that they couldn't exactly understand.
You can watch a full deep dive on this case over on the YouTube channel, Carolina Case Files.
Hell yeah.
Pulled from a dream. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Nikolai says that ever since they moved his young daughter Hannah into her own room, the nursery camera has been catching some very strange things at night.
Oh,
One evening as
not
Hannah
nursery
sleeps,
cameras
the
again.
camera
God.
records this.
Why? Good Lord.
Little Hannah's foot seems to be pulled by something. Pulled so hard that not only does the crib move, but it even shakes the camera several feet away. She wakes up screaming
Oh,
from the
that's gonna
sudden
me
jolt.
goosebumps. I don't like it.
Now, normally I would just dismiss a video like this as a child kicking in her sleep. But again, this pull is so violent that it actually shakes part of the room, and her leg doesn't even seem to make contact with the bed. So it's hard to believe that a toddler could create that much force on her own. But is it supernatural? As always, you decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5,
It's kind of hard to say because it looks like she was maybe dreaming. The body's gonna jerk if the body jerks. That's why when you have a dream that you're falling, your body automatically jerks. It's the same thing with kids. It automatically knows what to do. Muscles are gonna jerk. Am I saying that's what's happening? I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with paranormal. That's the one thing they caught so far. I think the baby is going to be okay. I think it is okay. I hate stuff that with kids. I hate stuff messing with kids. I go in there and I, do what I can. Crib could have hit the dresser and hit the camera. Yeah, exactly. It's just, it's really hard to tell from one, 10-second video. And I hope that kid's doing great, and I hope that family's doing great. I think it's just a one-off kind of thing. I mean, it's going to trip anybody to watch your kid sleep and see their leg just jerk like that. But when the body's dreaming of something, it's going to jerk. It's going to do all kinds of stuff. Muscles tense up. Your body automatically does it for you. And then the crib could have hit the dresser and hit the camera. Yes. Depending on what the crib is, if it's a, shaky crib, could be a cheap one or even an expensive one with shake, and then hits the dresser, which the camera is obviously on. So, just gotta keep that
email
in
me
mind.
at NukesTopShow
Shut up,
and be sure to
Nuke.
take account for a realtor whenever tenants in the shadows. A woman named Sarah cleans rental homes for a realtor whenever tenants move out. But there's a house that she keeps getting called back to because renters never seem to stay there for long, always breaking their leases and leaving early. The realtor has never explained why. Sarah decides to film a quick tour of the house, and she starts to realize why no one ever stays.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque rompe el contrato a la gente. Ay, no mames. Ya es noche. Estoy sola. Chingados estoy.
Me showing a video of a house I'm trying to sell, I'd be like, Ghost likes to play peekaboo.
No hay nada.
It had to go pee. This video promised us we'd be peeing. Gotta give it to this lady. Fucking brave as fuck.
Ahorita les voy a enseñar. Esta es una recámara. Se está poniendo ahorita tenso.
I know what she's talking about. I know that feeling. It feels like darkness. And it feels heavy to walk.
Ahorita les voy a enseñar qué es eso que se escucha.
Most paranormal investigators feel that when something's about to happen.
Hey, ¿andan acá?
Why are you talking to me?
No mames. Espérenme. Iba a dejar grabando, pero la neta.
Doom. It's not a doom feeling. It's like wading in water. Just feels heavier.
No sé qué sea.
Well, if the guy doesn't know Spanish.
Escucha mucho
then it's just gonna do whatever it wants to do anyways. Yeah,
Tengo que
it's
ir a apagar la
a heavy
luz,
feeling,
se está poniendo ya.
especially when you're trying to walk.
Ay, no, no.
Especially when people get scared, it makes it worse. It's just like a
First, the
very
door to the
heavy
toilet
feeling.
opens on its own, but
Usually,
Sarah shuts it
you can
off.
get EMF
Then a creepy
spikes and
voice can be heard mumbling
EVPs and stuff.
something indistinct.
Entonces, el señor dice que ya van varias.
But again, Sarah doesn't notice. But then Sarah does notice an odd.
So the question is, do you understand the intent? Do they understand intention with words, or do you think they have language barriers? It's hard to tell. Like right now, the big thing is like a time loop. What if they can travel through time? Like that's the main question right now. We don't know. We don't know. It's kind of hard. I think there is language barriers. I think if you try to take, like for me, if I went overseas to like Japan or something, I don't think they're gonna understand me if all they speak was, Japanese. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's all they spoke their whole life, why would they understand me going, "Hey, how you doing?" They might understand "hi." So there could be language barriers, especially if it's a human spirit. Does that mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I think there is language barriers though, for the most part. But if you say stuff like "hi" and kind stuff, I think they can react the way they want to react to it. And I think that's the thing. Like if she's in America and she's speaking Spanish, I think this is all done in Mexico anyways, or Spain. I think the ghost is gonna understand just fine. But like I said, if you have good intentions, it shouldn't really matter what you're saying as long as you're speaking loudly or clearly and confidently. At least that's my take on it, on the investigations I've done. It's just, it's just trying to get, just keeping it high, Always introduce yourself. "Hi, my name's JR. I'm here to document you, just to say hi, how you doing?" And it goes from there. All right.
Tapping sound from somewhere in the house and goes to investigate.
Hell yeah, get it.
Escucha el ruido por acá. No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho ruido.
Is there a shadow right there?
Did you see it?
Yeah, right there. You see that shit right there? It's playing peekaboo.
Did you see it? As Sarah goes to investigate the strange tapping sound, something in the dark
Oh shit, there's an
bedroom seems to
eye?
peek out at her and then duck back inside. But in the dark,
I didn't
even
see the
Sarah
eye the first time.
doesn't see it. And just to confirm that this isn't pareidolia or just something already in the room, earlier in this video, Sarah filmed into the same room, and there was nothing there.
Why is there a
few
glowing
moments
eye
later,
though?
Another door opens on its own, and Sarah has had about enough of the creepy house. She another into the
Why is the
Solia, or
I
even
I don't
Sarah
like. Is that
doesn't see
because he
it
brightened
back in
that?
sound.
Let's go back to the original video.
No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho ruido. No sé qué sea. No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho ruido.
I believe there's a shadow there.
Did you see it?
I don't think it. I think the eye is only glowing
then
because he
ducked
added an
back
effect to
inside.
it. I don't think it
in the
has
dark
anything to
seems
do with
to-
it because it's not. It's not really there.
Did you see?
Shut up. Go back.
But then Sarah does notice an odd tapping sound from somewhere in the house and goes to investigate.
Se escucha el ruido por acá. No sé qué sea.
Because it's like right here when you see the eye, you don't see nothing.
Escucha mucho
It's just a
ruido.
shadow, but I think after he lit it up,
Did
and
you
it
see
could be just a setup
As
as
Sarah
as
goes
well.
to investigate the strange tapping sound, something in the dark bedroom seems to peek out at her and then duck back inside. But in
How
the
does she
dark,
not see that?
even Sarah.
It's
doesn't
not in the
see
dark,
it.
though. It's
Earlier in
naturally
this video,
lit.
Sarah filmed into the same room, and there was nothing there. A few moments later, another door opens on its own, and Sarah has had about enough of the creepy house. She just heads for the door. But did Sarah capture a haunted house that renters just won't stay in? Let me
I
know
don't
what
know.
you
That's a
think.
weird eye thing. I don't know.
Scary videos.
I think that one's real. I like that one. It's just it's the subtleness of what's happening. I mean, I don't know about the opening of the doors while it's because in order for it to show itself, that's got to take a lot of energy. It doesn't seem like it's anything sinister though, but people get scared of that shit all the time. F that place. That's fair. That's I don't know. I think he over edited it way too much because it just looked like a dark room at first, and then he brightened it up, and then that glowing eye. I don't know. Seems too fake for me. I mean, shadows are. I've seen shadows on videos before, and it's usually real quick motions, not slow, intentional Jeepers Creepers on the side of the fucking wall looking at you kind of thing. I'm so much less brave than you, dude. It's because I've done it for fucking 20 years now, so. And he keeps getting so bummed when you say something's fake. I think a lot of people do. I think that's why a lot of people don't watch me. I'm a realist. I'm gonna spread real information. There's a few videos on here I've seen I think is real, but it's kind of hard to label something real because it's just that was hilarious. It's just hard to label something real because it's just, for me at least, because that just ruins my credibility saying something's real when it's could be possibly fake. Anything you can recreate, which is a lot of shit now, so I can't really say that anymore, is usually fake. But it's just hard because I want to take credibility from real people having real ghost or paranormal problems that actually need help or answers for where they live. It's not right. So when people make videos like these, especially ones that intentionally fake them, do you think AI will have any bearing in making? Yes, there's a lot of fake content before AI. Shit ton of them. A lot of people have fake content. I've seen it since YouTube. And it sucks because, like I said, it takes credibility away from real people having real paranormal problems that want help and release these videos. And then people like me go, yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah, whatever, and it sucks. And so I want to help people as much as I can. So I hate it because AI, you can do anything with AI nowadays. Oh, that's why gaming is going down the fucking shitter right now because all the RAM and shit keeps going to AI data centers across the fucking world. So yeah, AI is going to play a big part in it. You can usually tell an AI video apart though, but with time, AI is going to look like someone's just filming something with fake people in it. And there's already videos. They're trying to make movies with that already. So yeah, AI content's coming. People edit these videos really good right now. People take their time and edit just to make scary videos. And that's great for them, but they need to label it fake. That's my opinion. I think if you're making something and say, hey, it's a ghost, you should make sure that you label it as fake and not fucking real. Am I looking for it? That's my opinion. Let's watch this last one real quick, and then we'll make it through it.
This is where all the videos go that are not necessarily scary, but are just
Oh,
weird.
there we go. He's going
or
back with
funny,
this.
or neither. First up, a young woman says that she was playing with a Ouija board earlier in the night.
Ouija boards,
And then
people,
as she's
stop it.
recording herself in her car singing along to her favorite song, she sees a pair of glowing eyes right behind her. Okay, never mind. Those aren't glowing eyes. That's just a headrest. Moving on. Now, if you're like me, you're loving the new series It, Welcome to Derry. And if
Hell
so, you also might enjoy this.
Yeah, Georgie.
Oh my god, it is that. Oh my god! Stay away! No! That's a nice boat.
And finally, they say that sometimes just dealing with yourself is the scariest thing you can do.
Supposed to start recording before the green screen comes up. Supposed. Filter.
So that's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here next time.
That's so good. I love Nuke for adding funny videos to the end of these videos. It gives people a chance to breathe and relax and laugh it off. That's great. that's fucking awesome. You know what? Just for everybody's sake, and take a deep breather, I'll find a funny video clip for you guys real quick. Just so no one has nightmares. Just so no one has nightmares. Let's find a funny clip. Oh, yes, please. The problem is my feed is filled with dark anonymous bullshit. True crime and death and scary videos everywhere. Let's do best fails of the week. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
There's a step on the thing. Look, see?
The laughs are better than the videos themselves. Ooh.
And people say white men can't jump.
That's why people say white people can't do it.
Dang it, people fell.
Well. Rabies? Not necessarily. That fox would have to have rabies
Come on
first.
out, I don't want to go in the house.
Yeah, they jump.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1.
Ready?
Oh. Whee!
Wait for a win.
Donk. Don't stand in plastic shit. Dude, you're on a lawnmower. What are you doing? It's not a side by side.
2, 1.
Oh shit. Oh. I thought these were gonna be a lot funnier than what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, that was funny.
2, 1. What the fuck?
Oh shit. He threw that fucking bat right at my face just now. Jesus, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, guys. You guys made it through some scary videos tonight. Oh. What'd you guys think of the video? You guys videos? Did you guys like those? I thought they were great. Really good scary ones in there. If you guys are watching later on, you guys can watch these later on. It's going to be on YouTube too. I'm going to put them on YouTube. Thanks for streaming good vids. Absolutely. I didn't want to game tonight. I was taking a break from gaming tonight. So I'd do some scary videos. Ariel falls asleep to me streaming, so she wants me to stream as much as I possibly can. So tonight was scary videos, and she finally passed out, which is great. You guys, everything's linked in all my descriptions for my merch. Go to drinkkinetic.com for a good, clean energy that's really good for you. Made with ketones. Your body naturally produces ketones. They made these bioengineered ketones. Ariel loves seeing her day. She does. She absolutely does. She falls asleep tonight. She actually made me a schedule. I'll show you it in just a second. She made me a little schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday doesn't count apparently, but she actually made this schedule for me. Go to drinkconnect.com. Use code ThatGR to get 10% off your order. I was drinking Kinetic when I first started streaming on here, so you can go back and look at that. It's good stuff. It's ketones. It's got no caffeine, no sugars, nothing like that. None of that shit that energy drinks have that make you crash and it's bad for your health. It's got all kinds of good shit, naturally produced, bioengineered ketones. Good shit for you. So go check that out. It's backed by Roman Atwood, Cletus McFarland, a few other people, really smart people. It's really good shit too. It's not the cheapest option out there, but it's really good for you. It's really good for, ketones. Ketones are naturally, bioengineered ketones are naturally disgusting, but they made it taste as good as they could. So check those out. Again, I have merch. It's That Jar Guy 1, the number 1. So That Jar Guy 1 shop.fourthwall.com for my merch. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. You can look for me. It's That Jar Guy, and Instagram is the real That Jar Guy. And let me know. I'm streaming right now on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, Rumble. You can find me on all those platforms too. I'm a paranormal investigator, so if you have any paranormal questions, problems, concerns, write me on any one of those things. I'm here to help people. It's what I'm here for. If it's an investigation you guys want, we can set it up. If it's just questions, we can talk about it. And if it's anything beyond my personal skill, I'll find all the help I can and get you guys help. That's just the way I roll, and I won't charge. It's all free. It'll all be free for you. I won't charge a dime. And besides that, I hope you guys have some nightmares. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you guys have some sweet dreams. I'll be hopping on here tomorrow for my little one, because that's how she... 5 stars, bring her if you need help. Yeah, she went on an investigation with me at her old place. So it was really fun. I still have all that footage too. All of it. Well, most of it. The one on my other camera I think I deleted, but all the ones on the security camera setup I have, the 4 night vision cameras I have, I still have it all on my portable hard drive right here. It's still right there. I actually looked at it the other day. I was like, I wonder if I still have that. I do. You guys have a good night. See you guys tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be I will tell them you say good night. 2 of them are sleeping. I don't know about Aurora. She's probably sleeping now. It's 11:41. It's school in the morning. Thank you for joining. I've been streaming a lot lately, so come on back. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming games tomorrow or some other scary videos. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I will see you guys tomorrow after work, hopefully. And you guys have a good night.